Hello, everybody. Welcome to TK Collector at the Poke Chalet. Let's talk about scalping. Scalping is when some dude goes into the Walmart, goes into the Target, buys all the product, goes home, put it on the Facebook Marketplace, and doubles the price. Costco, whatever. Scalping is buying up things so that no one else can do it. Scalpers hate scalpers. One of the things that we're currently dealing with in this market is the prices. The prices are, I will say them, they're ridiculous. And a lot of people are getting branded as scalpers when they're vending at tables at card shows way up here in Canada. And it's completely wrong. These people who are, sniggering and making these weird comments about people being scalpers at tables when they're charging market for product, they don't know. These people are new people to the hobby. They're not people who've been around. They're probably even, scalpers who want to flip product themselves. They are the type of people who buy stuff at Walmart. I'm sorry, but some people are stuck buying stuff at Walmart or at Target or at GameStop. There's, that's the only place they see it. But most people who've been in this hobby know that that's not where you buy product. It is now, because what's happening is those are the only stores who are getting product now and are able to sell it at MSRP. Small stores, like the ones I run, like the ones some of my peers run around, probably across all Canada, any small stores, we are faced with a conundrum. We don't have any product, and when we try to buy it, when we try to restock, we are paying basically market minus $5. I restocked this week, and it's on its way. It's coming with the Journey Together booster boxes, which missed the release because of Pokemon. We're waiting. And what I did is I did a restock with the booster boxes. The only thing Distro had to sell was 3-pack blisters. And guess how much a single 3-pack blister of Obsidian Flames Paradox Rift base set? Guess how much? I was paying $34 Canadian for an Obsidian Flame 3-pack blister. So that means each of those packs inside that 3-pack blister are at least $11. So if I try to go to sell that, I can't. $33, $34, that's probably the lowest I could sell it for, and that doesn't cover the shipping, freight cost to get it here, etc. It's rough, and people are looking at people like me and saying, scalper, they're charging $35 for a 3-pack blister. It should only be $19.99 or something like that, or $29.99 in Costco. That's what they're saying in their mind. He's charging, he's scalping, he's buying the product so that we can't. Most of the vendors, they're paying these prices. Like, I had to restock. I had to pay $12 a blister pack of Obsidian Flames just so they have product. And I think it's wrong. People who are calling people scalpers, they don't have a clue. They're in this. They don't have a clue that the fact that the supply is limited. There's no place to resupply. Like, Pokemon is such a tight market that you either have no product or you're paying market at distro. And I know why Distro does it. Distro doesn't do it because they want to make money. Obviously, they do. They want to. But Distro does it because they have a role in the market to have product. The role is so that if I really want a 3-pack blister for $34, it's available. They've sold through all of the other good product, better, booster boxes, or they're sitting on it, they're waiting, and it sucks. But the role is to have product, so they have to bump up the price so that some guy like me doesn't go in and say, I'm going to buy every single 3-pack blister for $15.99 and sell them like that for $19.99. I'd love to do that, but they don't want that because some big guy, Hobbiesville 401, somebody with lots of deep pockets, they just buy everything and it'd be done. The only place to get stuff would be the secondary market. And like I was talking to some of my other store friends, guys who vends, and I'm telling them, paying this price, and they see the prices too. I'm paying this. I'd be better off standing in line at GameStop. I won't. Screw that. But people who are in the hobby, they kind of realize that people have been around. They realize that this price is not scalpers. Vendors are not scalpers. The price is up the chain. It's supply problems. It's Pokemon's fault. And you can blame the distro because they don't have product, but they don't have product because someone would wipe them out. I went and wiped them out of $34 3-pack blisters. So yeah, my hunch is that the tariffs that we're currently paying are going to continue. There's, even with the reprints of Obsidian Flames, if they do reprints, if they do 3-pack blisters, if they do like booster boxes, we are going to be paying in Canada a lot for Pokemon. Our hobby has gotten very, very expensive, and that is going to put a damper on it. All these people who are saying, "Ooh, scalpers, can't find anything at the store." Once they start to see the Walmart price shelves, they're going to be charging $100 an ATV. You're going to start people cluing in the fact that Pokemon is definitely a different hobby these days. So, yes, just because someone's charging a lot for sealed product, market, does not mean they are a scalper. Now, this is my last Journey Together product that I haven't sold yet. The thought is, Kai and I could open Journey Together, maybe, but in truth, it was someone who decided not to buy a booster bundle. You know who you are if you watch these videos. They decided to go easy on Journey Together. But what's happened here in Canada in Journey Together, at least in my domain, is that the local store, the guys that everyone goes to, they put up ridiculous high prices for Journey Together. Now, all of us vendors, we get the same price at allocation. So we know how blatantly high the prices are. And yet, people are out there calling the vendors scalpers, and yet these bigger stores are able to sell it for a huge, ridiculous markup at release. I think they were selling a pack of Journey Together for $15. A pack of Journey Together, we pay open $7 tariffs. So they were doubling. They're getting 100% margins on packs, which is crazy. No one else who were vending were doing that. Yeah, so Journey Together was a bit of a shit show. There was very little product, or it's gone to the brick and mortar stores. Maybe that's a good thing. Us stupid onlines who deal with singles and deal with vending. Are we part of the hobby? So we don't get very much anymore. I'm still trying to restock, still trying to maintain a strong account with my distributor and strong relationship, so that if ever there's a time when something comes, they'll let me know. My gut feeling is that I'm still too small to be impactful to be able to say, give me the good stuff. I'm not there yet. And I don't think very many vendors are. We are all just sort of getting the small stuff, the things that is not quickly recovered. Like, if there was a booster box reprint, not a single booster box went on sale at Distro, like official sale. I imagine some got sent to the bigger guys, definitely, but not a single thing. Now, that brings us to an interesting thing: spreading around product, rewarding customer loyalty, rewarding account size. Gross. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like when the distribution is not giving me the good product. Well, I am doing the exact same thing, and it sucks to be in this situation. So with Journey Together, I didn't have an open sale. I had a closed sale, which means I only let certain people buy the product. I didn't put it on the open market and let it sell to randos. I took names for Journey Together. I had a big spreadsheet of X number of names. I compared and cross-referenced them to my order history. People who buy singles, slabs, sealed, people who do trade-ins, people who are active as my customer. I made sure they got Journey Together. That's the same thing Distro is doing to me, right? Picking and choosing the winners, spreading the product around. They're doing the same thing. And so I went through my list. My biggest customers got the most product, but all my other customers, I tried to make them happy. It's the same thing Distro is doing to all the vendors plus their big customers. And it sucks. And unfortunately, normally vendors aren't in this position where they have to ration product. Unfortunately, the same thing's going to happen for Destined Rivals. I will have to take names, and I already have a list. I got to publish. I got to give people a clear means to understanding how I'm going to allocate or distribute Destined Rivals, because people are asking. That's the number one question I'm getting almost every day. Are you going to do Destined Rivals pre-orders? No. Can I get on the list? Yes. But, I mean, people asked to be on the Journey Together list, which is fine. I was quite clear that it's based on being a customer and order history. I'm not going to sell a Destined Rivals case to some new customer. I'm going to sell it to the person who's been with me buying, Chilling Rain, buying $34 Obsidian Flame 3-pack blisters. I'm going to be selling it to the customers who I know the most, who've been with me the most. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take names, we're going to look at order history, and people who make orders, buy singles, buy slabs, buy more sealed at the stupid scalper prices, we'll put them on the list. And the same thing will happen. I'll send out invoices the week before. I'll say, do you want it? And if you don't want it, let me know. If you want less, let me know. And I really don't have more, because I think that's exactly how Destined Rivals is going to get. We're going to get a little sliver, and our little sliver will need to be cut up. And if that's the answer to my Destined Rivals, are we taking pre-orders? That's what it's going to be. We have no idea how much product is going to be there for Destined Rivals. If you do the math, when Pokemon started to announce that they will be providing more product, when they started to make that announcement, that was probably back right after Stellar, right during Surging. So it's kind of giving them runway to increase print runs. But we don't know. I would love to get to the point where I can sell most of my allocation and then have some left over to sell over the course of the period until the next release. That's what all the other Scarlet and Violet sets were. It was ideal. I wish I would have ordered more. I wish it would have got bigger, but you can't take these risks. You have to be, as a company, a small company, you got to be a hobby company. You can't take these big risks. I know some people can, some people do, but we cannot. We are in it for the long haul, the fun, the enjoyment, the hopefully make enough to enjoy the hobby. One of the favorite things we have going on is we get to hold on to amazing cards, even if only for a brief period of time. We can't take, the Rayquaza VMAXs we get in on trade and keep them. It's a ridiculously high-priced card, but we can have it for a short period of time, and many people should think about that in terms of their collection. Sometimes you are just holding on to a card for a short period of time, cherishing it until the next card that you want comes along, or it's time to rehome that card and give it to someone else. You can get a lot of enjoyment from cycling through a collection. Sometimes the hobby is not the permanency of keeping cards forever. It's the flow and ebb of having neat cards, being having a trade binder that is mostly modern, or having a trade binder that has, you know, old nice cards in it. So it's a great way to look at collecting too. The way of looking at our business. What's coming up for the Poke Chalet? I've been slacking lately, last 2 weeks, I would say. It was right after the journey together, boom, like getting everything ready. There's been very little in terms of trade-in. Trade-in's usually driven by having a decent price on sealed product. Trade-ins have been low. I'm just trying to get, actually my inventory is dropping. I need to start putting myself out there so that I can start buying some more collections, getting people to trade in cards. But we are getting closer to having our hobby spot fixed. Our reno is probably about 3 weeks away from being done. I said that 5 weeks ago. I really hope to be done so that we can actually have a decent place to do our videos, decent place for fulfilling orders. Right now, the Poke Chalet is very chaotic. It's under construction. I'd love to have a nice spot where I can spread out and, you know, have all my storage and have all my sealed product somewhere else, so that we can be a little bit more efficient in terms of running it. So right now, if I was to summarize how much time Poke Chalet takes for me, it's probably an hour in the morning, and probably a half an hour when I run out at lunchtime to mail orders. And then I guess every couple of weeks I will, you know, look at distro, buy from distro, or, you know, I'll be going around and picking up cards or dropping off cards. It can add up, but efficiency is key. If you're running a Pokemon hobby, you want to do the things that you enjoy the most, and the things that are necessary the least, and be the most efficient with the things that are necessary. And hopefully with a new space, we're able to spread out a bit more. We're able to know where things are, which is a big deal. Often I'll get a sealed product order and I'll be opening totes because it's not readily available. I can't say, hey, here's, I don't have anything left. Here's my Paldea Adventure chest. So that's what we're going to be doing at the Poke Chalet. Hopefully we will have a finalized version. Look less like a basement and more like a properly structured hobby area. I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hitting that like button. And let me know what you think. Am I a scalper? Am I a scalper? And this method, which distro is doing, taking all the money, spreading it out, you know, what do I do? Do I do the same for Destined Rivals, or do I sell it into the very hyped market? It's a tough one. I don't know what you would do if you had loyal customers who've been with you for years, and you have a bunch of new people you don't know if they're gonna be around for years. They're asking for the same product. What do you do? Thanks, guys. Bye.